Okay, we're live.
Okay, perfect. Good evening, everyone. Give it a few minutes. Just waiting for everyone to get on, and we shall make a start. If you could let me know in the chat whereabouts you're calling in from, that would be fantastic. So probably just give it 4 or 5 minutes just to make sure everyone gets on at the right time. Chi, can you ask Wilson to be quiet?
You should have just told him to go downstairs.
Okay. So, sorry about that. My computer went slightly crazy. Couldn't actually do anything. So welcome Mulala from Switzerland and William from Zambia in the YouTube chat. I'm not sure about Facebook. I will try and see who's on that as well. We will start in a couple of minutes. Just wait for some more people to jump on. Hello, Connie, in the Facebook chat as well. So we should have people in both chats. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the chat, and hopefully someone will be able to answer them for you. Okay, I think we could probably make a start now. I think don't want to keep people waiting too long. I know you guys want to get into the trading again. I'm sure you enjoyed yourself last night. Emmanuel and Gladys treated us to some wins, which was nice. It's always a good thing. You can never have enough. Never have too many wins. That's why I say never have too many wins. So before we do hand you over to Emmanuel and Gladys again, I just want to welcome you to day 2 of our HFX Bootcamp. You're more than welcome again. Thank you for joining us. So what we're going to go through today is going to be pretty much the same sort of thing as yesterday. So I'll just do a little bit of chatting at the start, just to, a little bit of education-ish, what Forex is and how you can get into the market. And then we'll pass you over to Emmanuel and Gladys, who will hopefully find us some lovely trades that will earn us some money again like yesterday. So let me just share my screen. Just give me 1 second. Okay, actually, before I do that, let me just introduce myself again. My name is Richard Fairlam. Me and my wife started our FRX journey in September last year. Like I said yesterday, you know, we were happily going about our lives, both had jobs, you know, working 9 to 5, spending as much time as you can with our family, that sort of thing. And then the pandemic hit and it all went wrong. So I got put on furlough, so I got paid leave basically, and so did Chi-Chi, my wife. So we're at home for a couple of months, and then I got a letter through the post from my employee saying they no longer needed me. And at that point, I was completely stuck. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. Luckily for us, I got a job in July, so it didn't, you know, take too long for us to get back on our feet again. But we thought to ourselves, and we spoke about it, and you know, how can we let that happen again? We can't let this happen again. We need to have some sort of second source of income, residual income coming in, just in case anything like this happens again. So we decided to join, to do some FRX, and you know, we haven't looked back. It's been absolutely fantastic. Not only has it helped, you know, fiscally, financially, also with our mindset and how we think about things. It's all changed since we joined the academy, and it's just, yeah, we haven't looked back. It's been fantastic. So let me just share my screen and we'll go through a few bits before we hand over to Emmanuel. Me. Okay. Let's make sure this. Hopefully you can all see that. Yeah, looks like you can see that. That's fantastic. So this is our 3-day HFX Bootcamp. Now, again, like I said, we said yesterday, that our goal is to educate, empower, and enrich. So we're going to educate you on how to make money in the market. We're going to empower you to live live the life you want to live, and enrich you to become the person you want to be. Someone who can, you know, if they want to go on holiday, they can go on holiday whenever they like. They don't need to worry about asking your boss to take time off. I know whenever I've tried to take time off, I have to make sure that someone else in my team isn't off at the same time. I can't go off at a certain time of the month because of month-end duties. And then once I've got mine sorted, I then need to check on my wife's job to make sure she can get the same time off. And it can be 6-7 months planning before you even get time off. And we're going to try and get you to a place where you can go. You want to go to Barcelona for a long weekend once the pandemic obviously finishes and lockdown's done. You can do that straight away. You don't have to worry about any of that sort of thing, especially the monetary side of it as well. So like we said yesterday, the FRX market, foreign exchange market, is worth $7 trillion every single day. Like I said, it's just mind-blowing stuff. 7 trillion. Now the stock markets, all the stock markets combined, are about 60 to 70 billion. So this is 100 times more. The foreign exchange market is 100 times more money going through this a day than the stock markets. It's an absolutely obscene amount of money, but we want to try and get a piece of that pie. Now, who at the minute deals with the foreign exchange market? Who does deals in the foreign exchange market? So this little slide here shows you the investors who invest their money, not just their money, your money sometimes as well, in the foreign exchange market for a gain. So first of all, you've got central banks. These are people like the Bank of England, the International Monetary Fund, the European Central Bank. Those big banks, they're trading in the foreign exchange market. As well as them, you've got institutional investors. Now, these are people like JP Morgan or your pension funds. So I don't know if you've had a pension, you've got a pension fund, but every year they send you a little booklet, and then at the back it tells you where they've invested your money. So they're investing your money, so when you're old enough to retire, you get a good pension out of it. But they're using your money to invest in the market themselves. Now, also, along with them, you've got commercial banks like HSBC, Barclays, Santander, those sort of things. And they're actually using your money, definitely using your money to to try and make money in the financial markets. You put your money in a bank account, it doesn't just sit there. The banks use that to earn money for them. They don't hand it over to you. Whenever I put money in my savings account at the moment, the interest rate is something like 0.1%. Now that's crazily low at the moment. But they're taking that money and they're earning big time on the foreign exchange market. So instead of giving it to the bank to do it for you, why not learn the skill and do it for yourself? Who else is there? There's companies, people like McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Tesla. Elon Musk loves investing in things. I don't know if you've seen recently, he's talking about cryptocurrency, and the company's been investing in that as well. So the big companies make a large proportion of their income is due to investments or trading. Individuals, people like you and me, we can also have a slice of this pie. So we can get in. Have you got the right training and everything like that? You can make money in the foreign exchange market. And finally, the brokers. So these are the people who we would use to get into the foreign exchange market. We'll need to find an online broker, and that's how we trade in the foreign exchange market as well. So there's lots of people doing it, from the massive central banks to you and me. So really big to, in comparison, very, very small. But everyone in between is earning money on the foreign exchange market. Now, obviously, investing does come with a risk. And this is the risk. The fact of the matter is that 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in less than 90 days. Just think, if you want to, you go to university, you spend a lot of money. So you want to be a lawyer, it takes 4 or 5 years, something like that. You spend a lot of money learning your job. It's the same sort of thing with trading. People charge you a lot of money to go on these training courses. I believe there's people in the organization who spent 20, 30, 40,000 pounds on, learning how to become a trader. Now, I went on a 3-day course with my wife. It cost, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 pounds, and that's for 3 days. It's crazy. So they teach you everything you need to know. They give you a nice fancy booklets, and they teach you how to do this and do that, where to enter, where to exit. And you think, yes, fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go and start trading. And then you forget what you learned, because it was 3 days. You didn't have any real experience in doing it, and you're left to your own devices to try and make money in the markets. And the markets can be a confusing place if you're not sure what you're doing. So that doesn't help. And also, some people can't. They don't have the money to spend that much on training. It's a lot of money, and some people don't have it. Now, those people maybe go on Instagram and they see these adverts for people who've made millions on trading, and they'll show you the great platform and the strategies to use. And you see their YouTube videos, something like that. You spend about an hour, 2 hours. Again, you think, yeah, this is fantastic. I know what I'm doing. Go in the market, completely lost. You haven't got a clue what you're doing. Now, just think, if you had opened your own business, would you go in there not knowing anything about what you're trying to sell? So if you wanted to open a restaurant, you need some knowledge of working in a kitchen, or working at a restaurant previously. You'd need some sort of knowledge of how to prepare everything that needs to be done in order to open a restaurant, or even open you say you like hats or something like that, or fashion. You need to know and be passionate about that sort of thing, and you need to know what sort of things are gonna trend and how you're going to make money in that way. So there's lots of different things you need to do to start a business. And if you think about trading as your business, then you're going to put all the effort you can to make your business a success. So that's what we're saying. So treat it like a business. Invest in your education. You might think 30,000-40,000 pounds is insane, and you're right. In one foul swoop, that is an obscene amount of money. Have a mentor. Someone who's been there before, someone who can help you when you've got trouble. There are times in my journey so far where things have gone a bit pear-shaped. Life gets in the way sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it, or things don't go the way you think they're going to go. And sometimes you can feel a bit down in the dumps, all these negative mindset comes into your brain thinking you're not going to be good enough for this. If you have a mentor who's been there, gone through all of that before, and you can bounce questions, ideas off them, and they're going to come back and give you advice, how good would that be? That'd be amazing. Have the right support. Again, if you're doing all by yourself, it's going to be more difficult. Like I said, we went on the training course, 3 days. We thought it was great. Afterwards, nothing. We had no support. They wanted us to pay extra money to have them support us when we're doing our training. And it doesn't seem fair. But you need to have the right support. You don't want to have shaky ground to start on. So people who have been there, know what they're doing, and they can guide you in the right direction. And then you need the right tools for the job. As you saw yesterday, Emmanuel and Gladys were doing their trading, and they've got the strategies, and they've got, they've done lots of training, and they know exactly where to get in and get out of the market. Now, if you've got the right tools, if you went to do a electrician's job, you wouldn't go with a saw, would you? That wouldn't work. If you're a plumber, you wouldn't go with a massive hammer to break everything. No, you need the right tools for the job. So if you treat it like a business and you do all of these things, you can be a success in foreign exchange market. Okay, that is the end of my slide presentation. Let me just stop sharing. Okay, perfect. Right, I think that's yeah, I'm back now. So yeah, like I was saying, you need to treat it like a business, and you can make it a success. You don't go into a business, most businesses in the first year don't even make a profit. They don't even break even. You make a loss, and you've got to build, you build. Don't think of it as being a quick fix. You're not going to get rich overnight. That's not going to happen. Slow and steady. Like we said yesterday, calmness, perseverance, and patience are the key things in trading. Don't get too high when things go well. Don't get too low when things don't go well. Now, it can be difficult. Trust me, I know it can be difficult. It's happened to me before. Certain trade's going to go well, it doesn't go well, and you get a bit upset, and you get annoyed at yourself, and you're blaming everything. You're blaming the markets, you're blaming this, you're blaming that. Nothing you can do about it. Just take the loss, and come forward and win the next trade. That's all you can do. There's always a next one forward. Risk management, again, like we said yesterday, very, very important. Remember, if you were on yesterday, we had the 4 trades we did, I believe, and we kept the same risk management for each trade. So we had a $10. Emmanuel had a $10 risk for every single trade. So he's not going to blow his whole account in one trade, because that would be foolish. You need to learn good risk management. Now, we say around about 2% of your wallet. So if you've got $100 wallet in your broker account, then your maximum you're going to try and bet on or trade on is $2. Don't go more than that. Therefore, if you lose a trade, you've only lost $2. If you've bet $50 on that, you've then lost half of your account. And then you'll be fighting and fighting and fighting to earn your way back just to the $100. And that can be a long slog, and it can be frustrating. It happened to me because I didn't do my risk management properly. And it's happened to, I'd say, quite a lot of people on the platform as well. It's a learning curve. And like we said, if you've got mentors and the good support, you can bounce ideas off them. You can tell them what's happened, and they can give you advice on how best to go forward. So I think that's enough from me. I'm sure you're all keen to start looking at the HFX trading again. So I will pass you on to Emmanuel, and he's going to take over now. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much.
Sorry, actually, Emmanuel, before you start, that wasn't a nice introduction. Let me do a proper introduction for you. It was so Emmanuel and Gladys up in sunny Manchester. It looks sunny from the window. I'm not sure if Manchester's ever really sunny, but who knows. So Emmanuel and Gladys have actually been on the journey for about, I think, 17 or 18 months now, and they're our go-to people for HFX. I wouldn't say they've mastered it, because you can never master it, but there is, you know, getting there. They're amazing traders, and as you saw yesterday, they know exactly what they're doing. They're calm, they're patient, they look for trades, and they are just fantastic traders. So let me hand you over now to Emmanuel and Gladys. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to day 2 about HFX trade. GBP card. And just allow me to just share the screen as we look at our trades today. Now, whenever we come into our trading, give me a second, hopefully. People can see my screen. Matt, we're going to look at some of the trades that we're going to do today, and see how we can benefit from the market today. Now, whenever we're going to start trading, we'll need to look at what the market is doing. So the first thing that we do is to go to our currency. We check what the currency strength is of the day. We also check how which pairs we're going to pick on and stuff like that. But I want first and foremost to just go through the trading platform, just in case we have people that were not here yesterday, and just as a reminder, really, because we're looking at this centerpiece. That's where we put our sell, and that's our buy button. This is where we change our currency. So that's at $5. You can just increase that to 10. In this panel, it shows you the time that you're trading. Right now, I've got it at 2 minutes. That's the period that your trade is going to run. So it will be 2 minutes. And then in this portion, this is where the price is. So whenever we're calling prices, you see that I'll just call the last 3 numbers. This is where you change your currencies and what we're going to be trading. So if we call for AUDJPY or GBP Canadian dollar, US Canadian dollar, this is where we would pick, and they tend to appear on the top part of our platforms. So how is the trading done? What are we looking at whenever we're going to trade? We are, like I said, it's time-based. So whenever you click your point, you are anticipating that your trade is going to run. If it's in a buy, and it's going to close from your strike price, where you strike and it's going to be above it. If it's a sell, from your strike price, you expect it to go below and close at the time that it's below. We also need to look at which currency is stronger, which currency is less on any particular time that you're trading. So if you look at what I'm sharing right now, the UST JPY, if the UST is stronger than the JPY, then the market is in an uptrend, running up, going up. Or if the US is weaker to the Japanese yen, then the market is in a sell or it's trending downwards. So these are the things that we need to look at. We need to go to our to check our news. You need to check news, like we said yesterday. That news is very important in trading because currencies and markets tend to be moved by the news of any particular day. So those are the things that we're looking at. We've been trading for a little while. Like Richard said, we're just getting to 2 years, and we've been picking up things and getting to learn. It's been a steep learning curve, but this is a doable thing. You shouldn't even be worried about it, because if I can do it, I started with my legal background. That's where I am. My wife, she's in purchasing, but we've come to learn different skills just to add on to what we have. And once you've checked back to the markets, once you've checked where you are and what you're doing, so this is just on the internet, the currency strength. And right now, I can see that the USD is very strong, like to the GBP. So the GBP USD should be trending downwards, and the Euro USD as well, because the USD right now seems to be the strongest pair running at the moment. This changes, so I would advise that everybody keeps checking it periodically and seeing where we are. Once you have all those things done, and it's and you've got your trading platform ready, you've got your news and everything, pick the time that you're going to be trading. So whenever you believe that this is a time that you can be spared to look at. Your main trading platform, your main trading tool will be TradingView. And all this, please do not be afraid, because I know whenever you're starting, it looks to be very complicated, but it's not. Like I said, the USD from what we looked at is trending downwards. It's selling because the USD is stronger. So we can see that the market is in a downward trend. So most of what we're looking for in this pair, if we are trading it, will be sells. We're looking to enter in a sell instead of a buy. That's what we are looking for. So these are the things that we're going to be looking at, and these are things that you get to learn on how to do. So how are you going to look at? And there are different strategies that we can use, and we tend to learn them from where your mentors, like Richard has said, you can pick up, and there are different places where we can have our trades. So I would ask GBP USD for a sell. So for GBP USD, if we have any, then it's just going down. Just give me a second. Just having the checks again, because it's just left from our support. GBP USD for now, I wouldn't enter it as just left because I don't want us to jump into a trade. If we look at where we are, this was our perfect entry at 649 when the market just hit on top for that sell, and the 2-minute sell we would have cleared that, but because it's just don't worry about it. We'll try and find another pair. So I would look at Euro USD right now. If Euro it's just gone. For Euro USD, it's just gone. Let's just be patient and let's just keep on looking through the market and see which pairs. And see which pairs are going to be. It's supposed to be. A potential sale, yes, looks to be. And this, if it comes and breaks, it comes and breaks. Yeah. That for now, it's not yet ready. Yeah. Yeah. At the top of the hour. What I'm looking at is GJ now for a buy. Yeah. GJ for a buy, GBP JPY. How's that going? Yeah. On the 5 minutes. Let's just wait and see what the 5-minute candle is going to. I'm looking at GBP JPY for a buy. JPY, it's been respecting my 20. Going to be a 2-minute buy. And if you look at, I'm just going through the market, just checking for different pairs and where we can have an entry. So we are now watching GBP JPY for a buy. If all the parameters just line up, that's when we're going to go in. But just to explain what I'm looking at is what we have here. If you can look at the market, this is the strategy that I have is a Evan strategy, and this strategy goes to whenever the market comes to these points, which are Bollinger Bands. The market will tend to reverse And this one works well. So if you're going to get in, all you're looking for or what you're waiting for is the market to get there. Once it's time to reverse, you enter for your sell, and once it gets to the bottom ones, we enter for a buy. Now, why I'm looking at this is because the market has just come to my Bollinger Bands, these moving support and resistance, because the market will hit a resistance and then go up. So the expectation is that at this point, the market may tend to reverse and go up. That's what we are hoping it will do. So why we are waiting is there are other indicators that you're going to follow. You're going to look at these, which are called the stochastics. I know it's a bit technical, but just explaining what we look for in the market. It's not like you're just predicting or just guessing. There are certain tools that will help you, and the learning of these things will just make your trading even more profitable. So with the market, that everything is gone down in this oversold area, to say the market has been oversold and it's going to be pushing up. And that is what we are anticipating and hoping it will do. And GBP/JPY, we enter for a buy. My strike price is 0.25. That's my strike price. It's just pushed up, and if you can see, we are in profit. Now, why I said, like I said, these are in the oversold. I've got all my indicators pointing up, that the market is now pushing up. And if you can see, I've got a buy candle which is pushing up, and in the next 2 minutes, if that continues to be the case, we're going to win it, unless it pulls down. But it still looks good, still going up. And this is what I was looking at. It's pushing up quite strongly. This indicator down here is called volumes. So we're looking at what the market is going to do, or how much. All these things are what are showing you where the market is going, and why and how we take our trades. So it's a matter of being patient, really, and not rushing into trades. So we just got a few seconds on this, and it has cleared. I hope others have cleared as well. So if you entered with me when I called it, you should have your first win, and that's when we go back to look at it. I would suggest, just please do not go back. Try and look for another trade. Because the market keeps going up and down, up and down. So this, we can just wait for it to get to the top, look for our entry, and bring it down for a sell. And just like that, that's how you're going to be going through and doing in your own time. But these are things that we have to learn. These are things we have to study. Just like we go to university, we go to college, we pick up a skill. No one will pick up the skills in a day or in a week or month, and you expect to be like you're going to be profitable. We've been doing this for close to 2 years now, and every day of studying and looking at the markets, looking how the market behaves, is how we tend to pick up this knowledge, which I believe every single one can do and you can know how to trade. So we're going to look for another one. We keep on flicking through my charts because, like I said, trading view, this trading view is going to be your main tool. That's what I would encourage people to learn it, because you get to see, and this is live charts, what is happening. Everybody uses these same charts to do their trades and to pick up entries. So there are a lot of other educators and other tools, other mentors that you can follow and you can learn from, that we also do. But I'll just concentrate today on this one, which is Evan strategy. Now, like I said, the market is going to come to these Bollinger Bands, which is it just goes up and down. So if we look at it, it came to this point. Could you do AUD USD for me, please? Yeah. And if I am trading on the day, I am looking at different points of the day. Like there, I've got one, the market pulled up, the market came back on the top, it pushed down. When it came to this point, it pulled up. And that's your other entry to come down, and so on. So every time, you don't need to rush into this, you don't need to panic or try and find trades. You just have to wait and see what the market is doing at your Bollinger Bands, at your point of resistance, and pick your sell to come down. The market will always come down. Like they say, whatever goes up must come down. So this is what we are doing. We're just waiting for the market to come to the point. Yeah. So AUD USD, if we look at it, it's just down at our Bollinger Bands, like I said. So we're just waiting for all the confirmations to get in place. I need to see how this market is going to behave in 2 minutes. But it has given me my support there. So if it goes up, then we're going to enter for a buy, and that's what we're looking for. So like we looked at the other pair, the indicators are down. The bottom one has just pointed up, like it's pushing up to start going up. We need the second one and the third one as well to start pointing in the direction that the market is going. Then we can enter for our buy, but we have to just be patient for everything to get aligned. It's AUD USD on my platform. I've gone to my platform and picked it already to just get ready that when everything is in place, I'm going to enter that. GCAD for a sale. Okay. Okay. GJ. In 5 minutes, yeah, for a sale, yes, bounced off at 1 minute for a sale. So for those of us that were with us yesterday, the market was a lot faster than it is today, but we should be getting something. Now, the market will be different on different days. And what we need to look at is how are your wins? Are they more than your losses? That's all you want. Is AUD USD? Is it ready? Not yet. It's pushed. They've pushed down. Let's push down. Let's see what the next candle is going to do. I think it's going to risk the 266 entry. AUD USD. Just doing some more confirmations and just see what the market is doing. Just give me a second. This is pulling up. This is pulling up. Yeah, it's pushing up, but the volume is still not a lot. We still got sellers that are in. We've got buyers coming in for AUD USD for a buy. How is that looking? AUD USD. It is pushing up, but not a very strong buy. This market could easily turn around and come back to if it comes to 266. If the market is going to come back to retest this, maybe we would have our entry there. But we're just checking how that is going to do. So let's just see. Yeah, GBP AUD.
Just 30 seconds left on the 5 minutes candle.
GBP AUD for a buy. GBP. Okay. Yeah, can we go in now? GBP AUD.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to take GBP AUD for a buy. GBP AUD for a buy. It's just pulling down a little bit. It's just pulling down a little bit down. I expect this to push up. GBP AUD is just pushing up close to our entry price. It's pushed down a little bit. I expect it to push a bit further. Yes, and it's just gone back into profit. And I expect it to continue pushing up for our buy even a little bit more. A little bit more. Just about to just it's pushing down. Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, it's just pushed. It's just given us a good push up. And ooh, ooh. Oh,
Spike you up.
it's just spiked us out.
Up here.
I'm sure if the people who entered just a little bit later than I did, they should be all right. But for me, the market has just come down and spiked us out just there before it went up.
Cleared mine.
You cleared yours.
Yes.
Oh, just by the market has just pushed up. It went well, but pushed up anyway. I'm going to get, if there are people who have cleared that one, please just let me know. Let me know. But these things do happen. The market will come down. All the analysis was that it's going to go up, and it did go up.
Manuel, it seems it cleared for everybody else apart from you. So we're gonna have to buy you a drink.
That is not fair.
Not cleared.
Everybody else clears, and I'm the one that is spiked out.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is good. Happy that people have cleared that one. We're still having AUD USD still pushing down. What I wanted is for it to turn around, but it's not just ready yet. So just leave it, and it will come to you. We don't have to chase the market. What we need to is to just be patient and look at other pairs that are ready. And when it's ready, we're going to enter and have our either buy or sell of the market. For me, this is GBP JPY is one of my favorite pairs. Look at is it turning around? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's look for one more trade. Just one more trade, and you can. It's just given us a huge push upwards. So this will be coming to turn around, and so that's what we're looking to do. It's just broken that. I expect USD CHF for a sell.
Just a resistance.
USD CHF. USD CHF is the buy. I'm thinking it might continue pushing up. Maybe just a little bit.
Up to you, Emmanuel, but I think 2 out of 2 is good enough for the day.
2 out of 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just looking up. I was
Really up
just
to you.
looking at USD CHF there,
Okay.
either for a turnaround, but that's at half past. If it doesn't, yeah, I would ask people to just watch this one at half past and see how it's going to behave there. Yeah, I'm just trying to look for an entry. But if the market retests if the market retests 843, if the market goes back to 843 or anywhere close, I would enter for a sell. The market gets back to there, I would enter for, yeah. But the market is moving upwards, and we can end there and see how we're going to pick up some trades tomorrow. And we'll also just explain where you can find how you can also learn such strategies tomorrow that will be most helpful for everyone to come back, because I know when I started, all this looked to be very strange, but there are places where we can learn this and get to pick up our skill even much more. I'd say this market is just pushing up. It's just strong right now. So I would say just leave it for now until it is ready to turn around. Don't get into any other trades at the moment. But tomorrow we're going to look at where we can learn other strategies. I know there's colors and there's multi-pips, which I will also try and show how they work, and encourage you not to be scared of the market, but be enthusiastic and know that this is a skill that you can pick up, and this is a skill that you can learn, and just pick up and continue just building another source of income for yourselves and families. Yeah, Richard, are you ready for me? Yeah, I can stop sharing. Okay.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel and Gladys. Can we have some appreciation in the chat? We put some 111s in the chat for Emmanuel and Gladys, please. 2 out of 2. That last, 2 out of 2 for most of us. not for Emmanuel, everyone else. Even his wife got this. They're in the same room, and one of them got it, one of them didn't. That's just, sometimes it's just not fair. But thank you, Emmanuel and Gladys. If you've got any questions, if you could put them in the chat. If there's anything you need to know, you want to find out more about, we're more than happy to answer those. It doesn't look like there's any in YouTube. Let me just check on Facebook. There's lots of 111s though on Facebook. Fantastic. So yeah, there's no questions or anything like that. Just like to say thank you all very much for joining us on day 2. Got a little bit exciting in that second trade, and as you saw, didn't get too excited when we won. And although Emmanuel was mightily unlucky that he was the only one who didn't clear the second trade, he didn't get too annoyed with everything, and didn't chase a trade to make up for it. That's one of the most important things. If you lose a trade, don't chase to make a win. That way, if you do that, patience goes out the window, calmness goes out the window, and you end up losing even more money. So like we said, don't get too low when you lose, don't get too high when you win. So I just want to say thank you all very much for joining us today. We'll be back again for day 3 tomorrow at 7:30. Good night, guys.